Well, Neil, the game against York on Monday, it felt like a proper team performance. Only a draw, but a big game, big result. But it was important to build on that for today, wasn't it?
Yeah, we haven't performed well. We know that. When you're up against it, you're low on confidence. Things aren't going your way, and you're making lots of errors, schoolboy errors that lead to goals. You have to start with getting that part right. And after the Hart, we thought we'd put in a good performance against Wealdstone, come out the wrong side, and then the Hartlepool game was not good enough. So to bounce back and limit York to so little with a really tiresome performance, and then come here and do the same thing again, that's, from my management and Simon's management perspective, that's the thing that we had to do, was to make us harder to beat, and then grow in confidence, and then try and get our football to come out off the back of that. And I feel like we've done that the last two games. And
the first half today, there was a really good shape, but also a lot of energy. Probably the frustration was we didn't go in the lead, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, Thursday's training session was our main training prep for this, and we did work from a slightly deeper shape, and how we spring and counter attack, and everybody joins in the attack really quickly. So that was the theme for what we worked on, and today I thought we saw it in lots of instances. Certainly with one of the goals, and Jamie's header was a very similar one. So I just said to him in there, we always come up with a game plan. We always come up with the strengths and weaknesses, what we think will work and what we think is important, and if they can execute it, then we're a powerful team.
And just slightly taking to the left field on this, I mean, was it harder preparing for Morecambe in the fact they only had 2 games and their squad is changing all the time, so you didn't really quite know how they'd play?
Yeah, we had 2 games, 2 different shapes they'd played, so we needed to try and be on the ball before the game today. When the team come in, there were several new players. We, just trying to work out the shape they were going to play and how they were going to go about it. So we gave the boys instructions, but then you work out in the first 10 minutes. I thought we got a couple of things wrong, and you quickly work out what they're trying to do, and try and get dealt with it. And I felt like we did. And
the second half, I suppose it was more a question of just, could we break them down? Could we get our noses in front? And it eventually came, didn't it? And Aidan in particular seemed to take an age before it finally fell to Jamie.
Yeah, they say Jamie kept getting in the box. Great running power from our 8s. I think Timmy did towards the end. So it's great that he got his goal, because I always say to the 8s in any team, you keep making the box, you're going to give yourself a chance of scoring goals. So it's great that the goals are coming from elsewhere. Aaron Drew on Monday, Jamie Andrews today, and obviously Sam's come on and got his goal, which is great. But the team ethic, the team performance after Hartlepool, there's a few words were said between us all. We had a meeting on the Sunday before the York game, talked about what's got to happen quickly, and to be fair, I feel like it was a very, very connected group for the 2 games since, and we've just got to try and carry that on.
And how important is morale and confidence? I mean, you could see that it felt the team was lifted today. I mean, that's going to be important looking ahead to Halifax, isn't it?
Everything, the boys on the bench, the boys in the squad, everyone's important. If people are on the bench and they're not helping their teammate on the pitch because they're sulking, it don't work. It's football's a team game, team spirit. We don't do blame culture. We try and treat the players really well. We try and give them everything we can to be successful. And the boys have got to build that team spirit. It takes work. It doesn't just click when you get loads of new players in. And everyone's got to play their part. And I felt like the last week we've responded well to what happened at Hartlepool, and we've got 4 points to show for it.
Well done today. We got what we fully deserved, and onward to Halifax. But well done, safe trip home.
Thank you.